World Watercolor Month is happening right now, here in July, and I thought it would be the best chance for me to talk to you about how to get ready to do a monthly challenge, a monthly art challenge. Whatever challenge you decide to take on, it doesn't have to be this one, it can be any other one. Every month so there is a challenge happening here in the art world, and I thought that would be great for me to share with you how I'm getting ready with this challenge and how you can get ready for any art challenge you decide to take on. And if you decide to take on a World Watercolor challenge, well, you're still on time. You can sign up anytime and just do it for yourself. But now let's get into the video. Of course, it depends of which art challenge you decide to take on. You will have to base and choose your material based on your challenge. For example, now I'm having a watercolor challenge, so it's quite straightforward that the material I will have to organize and set up goes around watercolor. But more important than this one is to find out what is your goal for this challenge. Yes, it's a simple question, but it's very complicated because your goal could be to just get through the challenge, to share with your friends in social media, could be to improve your technique, to be inspired again after being stuck in art by following prompts that get given to you. In my case, my goal for this challenge is to use up as much as possible of my watercolor and my art supply in general. And this is because as I start my art journey, of course, I bought quite a few watercolors, so I have quite a few watercolor laid down in my flat. This palette is a mix of different brands, being from the most expensive to the cheapest one. That's why it's not organized by color, because I want to know where the cheapest brand are. It's easier for me. Plus I have some dots card in here and some peerless watercolor that I organize in this way just to make my life easier and get to actually use my supply. Now, unfortunately, watercolor is not my main medium. I use it a lot when it comes to mixed media, and sometimes I do some watercolor work on its own, but mostly, as I said, I'll enjoy mixed media or acrylic or just a new supply to try out on their own. So to get to use this watercolor plus other that I have, it will take me forever, and I would like to start to buy like a better quality set, but I do not want to do that until I know that I have still so much going on. And even if a little bit I use those, as you see, it barely made any scratch. So to use up watercolor takes a really long time. So my goal for this challenge is to use up the supply I have, and not even the better quality supply, but the cheapest quality supply I own, to start to make mark in it, because I bought them, I gave my time and my money to them, and I don't just want to waste them. I still want to use them, giving some love. And this is a challenge that is just for me, so this is also part of my goal. This challenge is not for me to sell artwork or prints, is just for me to have fun and use up my supply. Also, I am very short on time. this time of the year I'm really busy, especially this year. So another goal is to, yes, use my supply, but make my life as easy as possible, which means I choose to have a style and a technique that is more loose and less detail oriented. This will help me to speed up a little bit the process and don't have to dedicate as much time as needed to each and every painting. So it depends on how busy you are in your life. You want to be able to plan ahead or not. And what do I mean by that? Here I have a sketchbook. This is also one of the cheapest sketchbook that I own, but it has more than 30 pages, which allow me to have all of my challenge in one set. And also I decided to use back and forth, which will just allow me to get right here. As you see, I am prepared because I know I will have a very limited time each day. I went ahead and already find all the reference images that I want to use, which they are already downloaded in my phone. Plus, I went ahead and sketched my images, the one that needed to be sketched. As you see, some of them are blank because maybe they are just a loose landscape or some sort of abstract that doesn't need for me to have a sketch on. So if you want to be ready and make sure to succeed during this art challenge, I'm sorry for the glare. I'm keeping open to just a white page so you don't get the glare. Yeah, so if you want to succeed, make sure you plan ahead. Plan ahead by organizing your material, by organizing your reference picture, by getting accustomed to the prompt list, to have your prompt list available. And if you have to do your sketches, if that's what you need in your style. Even if you think you have plenty of time available, life is life, life happens, and you never know when you will be surprised and have something unattended and don't have time on the day to paint. So make yourself your life easier by be prepared. If you have more time on the day, perfect. Go ahead, create more detail and create a better painting, or you have a 5 minutes work and the base is already there. Another thing that I believe to be very important is to carefully read which material you're actually allowed to use during the challenge, because yes, it's a watercolor challenge, but for example in this case I am allowed to also use gouache, which is perfect because I'm trying also to go through my Himi Jelly Gouache palette, and this can be an amazing opportunity for me to just do that and get use a bit of my older supply, because the more you paint, the more you crave a better quality product. But I am the kind of person that really wants to use and feel their supply, and that's why I want to use what I already have. It doesn't make me happy to just buy and give it away. It's just because I'm fed up with it. I do love them, I just think I have outgrown them. So this is my goal, to get to use my supply, and here I am allowed to use multiple types of supply. And also I do love the opacity of gouache, which means I know I will love my finished artwork much more than if I just use watercolor. Ultimately, you have to remember that these challenges are there to help you, are there to help you if you are stuck, are there to give you idea, are there to help you get confident with your supply, are there to help you to share your artwork with the world. So make challenge your own. If you want to use a completely different supply, completely different prompt, it's up to you. That make this challenge your own, and let me know down in the comment if you decided to take on World Watercolor Month challenge, and yeah, I would like to know who is on board with me on this challenge. Also, please know that you don't have to feel like you have to commit yourself for 31 days of the month. You can just do once a week or once every second day, or just do whatever you can and arrive wherever you can arrive. I am not sure I will be able to do all 31 days, but I'm there for it. I will try and I commit myself. So if you watch until now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know that you're still watching by writing in the comment watercolor. I'll see you next time. Bye.